This is like second part of what we're working on today. It is a 2006 Chevy Impala 3.5 liter V6. We made a rear strut, trailing arm, and sway link, which is right down there, right down here. Video for the rear end, but did both sides. Now we're doing the front struts. As you can see, the outer tie rod end has been replaced. Sway links are new. Are those new? Yeah, they're new. A little dirty, but they're new. All that needs to be replaced on the front end are the struts, all the way up to top to bottom. So what we're going to do is show you how to disconnect, disassemble the strut mount. Here, the strut mount's on top of the engine, which is right here. There's 3 of them. The strut will come out. We're going to have to disconnect the low outer tie rod end so that we have some wiggle room. We might have to disconnect the caliper for some room and to keep stress off the hose. And we're going to get all that. We use Detroit axle suspension parts on a regular basis. Really good parts. Not that expensive. Lifetime warranty. Free shipping. Never had an issue with them. So me and Tommy are ready to get this started. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to loosen the strut mount bolts on top of the engine. And these are a 15mm nut. So we're going to loosen all these up. The other one's right here on this harness. Huh? So we're going to loosen this stuff up right here. We will do this on both sides. Okay, we have removed all the nuts from the strut housing, and you can see it's kind of like coming down. One there, and it, get a little bit more light. One there, one on the other side, this harness, and right there. And then we have also went ahead and removed the nuts off of these bolts here. These nuts are 21mm. We use a 1/2-inch impact is what we use to remove those. We've also PB blasted them. Now what we're going to do is Tommy's going to impact with an air hammer, and we're going to show you with an air hammer and push these bolts out because of they're excessively stuck and rusted. So which happens. That's what happens with cars, they rust. So we're going to watch Tommy do that. Go ahead, man. We're going to need that. Okay. So there. A little bit of light so you can see what he's doing. We're actually gonna watch Tommy. Is that good? So you can hear the air compressor running. So what we do is if by chance if we end up getting a burr or a rust spot on the actual bolt, we'll Dremel that out and make it smooth again so the nut fits okay over top of it. We had to do the same thing with the rear that we just made a video over because they were so you couldn't tap them out with a hammer. So we ended up had a burr or two, and this one's okay. I'm gonna take the other one and put back in, and that's what we use to take them out. Now we do have like air tools, we have battery operated tools, we have map gas torches, we have an acetylene tank torch, we have cutters, I mean, we have quite a bit. I mean, you can see right here, we have our own quick jack we use in our own personal garage, but we are not at all like professional. We don't do this for a living. We do this for fun. We do what we want to do when it comes to what we want to wrench on and stuff. We fix a lot between me and Tommy, and Tommy was right. We really didn't need to remove the tie rod and the caliper, which is amazing because this is a lot smoother than the rear that we just did. But between me and Tommy, we have been wrenching since we were children, and I mean single digits, early teens. We took. We worked for shops. We took classes in school. We had Tommy's had his own shop before, so we know a lot. We just do other things for careers, and then we just we do it right the first time every time.
We do it for enjoyment, as a therapy, basically.
Yes, I agree. Stress relief. We have a good time doing it, and when we do things that are and it's inexpensive. We don't charge an arm and a leg, though it might take us all day, but it's a lot of enjoyment, and we know a lot. So we like to share this stuff. I think one of the reasons is me and Tommy do not have children. We're best friends. Known each other a very long time. We never had children. So we have all this information about cars and mechanics, and we just want to share it. Right. So we figure, why not share it with people on YouTube? Okay, so we get the strut mounted back on top, and there it's tightened down, and it just has to be really snug, tight, and we've got it back in place. But here's the thing, it takes a lot to align these. It's some muscle pushing on it, pulling it down, moving it around to where the bolts line up directly into the holes. So sometimes you have to improvise to help bring the hub assembly back up in line. So what we did was, we weren't able to pry it up to get it in. We ended up using a block and a jack to bring it up from the actual lug studs to align the top bolt. So all we do is just tap those in, because it's perfectly aligned, put the nuts on, and then tighten them down. Now, we do torque specifications. We impact a lot, or you can go and get a extension or a breaker bar, 25-inch breaker bar, and tighten down real good. And it's what we consider pretty fucking tight. So, which, accumulates to almost like torque. But you can torque the bolts down if you want to. But by the time...
to the specification, but...
by the time we're done with it, it's torqued.
It's torqued, yeah.
It's torqued. It's good to go. Alright, so we drove it back in, the nuts back in, and torqued them out. Well, with them, half-inch impact, real nice, tight and snug. We're all back together. Strut assembly's good to go. Put the tire back on. We do torque lug nuts. That's what we do for sure on that one. So put the tire back on, the outer cover, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Other than that, leave comments if you have questions. We appreciate you watching. Thank you, Detroit Axle. Again, good suspensions, good parts. You want to say anything? Alright, thanks for watching.